This penny stock, HLX stock, broke through resistance signals and may be indicating a reversal to a new uptrend. So let me show you what I am exactly talking about. So by the way, the stock is Helix Energy Solutions Group Inc. So this is the resistance we are talking about. Now it has been a headache for the stock. This is a 1 month chart. So as at the 8th of December, 2 p.m. you can see this is the 200-day moving average, which just underlies the trend for this 1 month period. So it reached there, no way going, and at some point again somewhere, so it's next day, it didn't come close enough, but somewhat close enough. And I think on the Friday the 10th, it also came somewhat close. So just roughly say, even roughly call it 3 days of resistances, or roughly 2 days, whatever it is. You can clearly see that that underlying trend, that's 200-day moving average, provided a stiff resistance for the stock, and it shaped the whole nature of all the other moving averages. So that is for sure. It proved a resistance, but on the 15th of this month, which is 15, was probably on Wednesday the 15th, yes, it broke through that moving average. Consider successfully broke through. So what we know for sure is that before this breakthrough, this resistance signal, there were three successive declines following a significant downtrend. Okay, so these 3 successive declines are: 1, this is on the 13th; 2, still on the 14th, and then on the 14th as well. So these were the 3 significant declines following this what is it called, significant downtrend. That was this one happened on the 10th of December, Friday 10th of December. It's quite early, just about an hour and a half or thereabout into that session of the 10th of December. So we have these other 3 declines that followed suit, up till Friday up to Tuesday the 14th of December. So the lowest two, that is this and this, are flanked in the middle. Rather, the lowest two, or rather the lowest of them all, this one, are flanked on this side obviously by this sort of higher lows, and then they are roughly about the same level. So, but another thing that was also indicated or was observed is that volume was also rising, or rather it began to increase, even though it was also depreciating. Even the stock was declining. Consider the 13th and the 14th. Okay, just don't mind this 10th, but look at that. Before that time, you can see that before that time the volumes were not as high. Okay, wasn't really as high. From the third, it wasn't really as high, but suddenly on that 13th and the 14th, the volumes, volume is highest as the price makes the first 2 declines. Yes, that's true. We showed you that. And the volume for December 3rd was 475,502, and then for the 14th the volume was 485,304. So let's even gradually have a look and see what the average volumes were or are. Okay, the average volume, okay, they are 1.985 for the last 10 trading sessions. Okay, but just compared to the previous sessions, you can still see there was still an increase. The price, the volumes were highest, for that period, for sure. I've actually showed you that. So finally, volume now surged on the 15th. Volume now surged to 812,668. So the surge finally volume surges as the price closes above this underlying resistance, this underlying 200-day moving average that has been a resistance. So, and then this was also on the 15th, or rather it continued on the 16th, and then pulled back slightly in that session, got support from the 10-day moving average, spiked again, and then pulled back again, got support from the 20-day moving average. Yes, I know it has fallen below the 10-day moving average, but it keeps getting support so far and has not fallen below that 220-day moving average. Well, to some extent, for 2 successive sessions, it closed above that core resistance, and didn't fall below them over only over 1 session. Yes, so just 1 session, but yeah, absolutely, over 2 sessions, it never fell below that. It never fell back below that core resistance. The 200-day moving average never fell below that. So, and also above the 50-day moving average as well. That's the 50-day moving average. Rose above it. So far above it. Yes, it run up a huge gain, a huge extension. So this is from 295 to, where did it close? 295 to, where did it close? 295 to, okay, let's find where the closing price. 295 to, yes, 295 to 326. So that's a 31 cents gain. So that's a significant gain for 1 session. So that's a significant gain for 1 session. So that will be 35 divided by 2.95. So okay, yeah, call it 11.86% in 1 session. That moved it above that the 10 and the 20, moved it above the 50 and the 200-day moving average. So yes, in the subsequent session that was yesterday, since it at some point it got support from the 10-day moving average and also got support from the 220-day moving average, and also looking up as the session ended. Some of these things can be construed as a reversal toward a reversal in the uptrend, towards a new uptrend. They can be construed as that. But the important point is that we just observed what has happened, and we're trying to point that out to you, and just to interest you. It's also covered by, it has a Charles Schwab rating, Credit Suisse coverage, CFRA coverage as well, market edge coverage. So Reuters has there's also a Reuters as well. Reuters has a price target of 5.43, and our own target in a very short time is 3.6. So we're not encouraging you to buy the stock. We're just pointing these out for you to decide for yourself whether you're going to make that decision or not. So we're not calling it to buy or not. We're just pointing out the reversal that we have noticed. So we can't exactly also conclude that it is the same. That's the case. If it's going to, we can clearly see that the pattern for this 1 month is showing that there's a new uptrend coming up. And over this 1 month, yes, there's a new uptrend coming up. It's close, somewhat, not exactly that close, but not so far off from its high of this month. So yes, to some extent, something is there. So the readout here says the stock is riding within a longer term bearish trend, driving its MACD above the signal line. However, shares remain below declining 200-day moving average, signifying that the dominant trend remains lower. Okay, so like I pointed out earlier on, it's not an indication or a recommendation. We haven't done any due diligence, but I think this brand is a brand you may have heard about. I think they are probably, I'm not very sure, but this is not a recommendation to buy the stock. It's just an interesting outcome that has come up with the stock. That's why we're just trying to point that out to you. Okay, so see what you make of HLX stock. It's a penny stock. We're not recommending that you buy it. You decide for yourself whether it's okay for you, and go ahead if you want to do so. So thank you very much for watching this video.